So you probably have heard by now that we are in a no hire, no fire job market. But you might not know exactly what that means. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through what people mean when they say that, and also the three main reasons why today's labor market can be classified as no hire, no fire. So there's a few ways you can show the relationship between hiring and layoffs graphically. This chart right here is one of my favorites. So if we think intuitively, there should be an inverse relationship between the hiring rate and the layoff rate. So if a company is hiring a lot of people, it's highly unlikely that they would also be firing a lot of people, and vice versa. So if a company is firing a lot of people, it's highly unlikely that they would also at that same time be hiring a lot of people. So traditionally, when the US hiring rate has trended higher, the layoff rate has trended lower, and vice versa. When the layoff rate has trended higher, the hiring rate has trended lower. Well, that's broken down a little bit. As you can see, over the last few years, we've seen a huge decrease in the US hiring rate from the highs post-COVID. However, the layoff rate has stayed relatively flat. So what does this mean? This is where no hire, no fire comes from. Companies are not hiring new people. However, the typical increase in the layoff rate that we see when the hiring rate falls has not come through. So at the same time, they are not hiring people, but they are not firing the people that currently work for them. And there are three main reasons that we've identified that are causing this dynamic. I'm sure you can think of more, but to us, these are the three simple headline reasons. We're going to go through them. The main reason number one, businesses are highly uncertain right now. On the flip side, employees are also uncertain. And then you have this fuel to the fire, which is AI. AI is just multiplying the uncertainty, both for businesses and employees. So here we have the hiring manager interviewing a robot. I think we're a little bit far away from that, but just a little joke for you guys. So we're going to start on the business side. And so when you're a business and you're looking at the labor market right now, you can see that the labor market is incredibly tight. Depending on when exactly you look, recently we have had more job openings than unemployed workers to fill them. So there are not a huge supply of workers just waiting to be hired. In fact, we've only seen this dynamic that we currently have twice before, and it was a long, long time. And they both actually involved wartime, so the Korean and Vietnam Wars. So it's not exactly a normal labor market. There are not a lot of unemployed workers sitting on the sidelines waiting to be hired. And that adds to the business uncertainty. So right now, businesses are feeling more and more uncertain. This is the NFIB Uncertainty Index. So if you're a business that's uncertain, you might typically think, oh, maybe we'll do some layoffs, right? And that'll make us feel a little better about this uncertainty. However, there is a risk, and that is that it is not cheap right now to hire sidelined workers. So what you see in the chart on the right is the reservation wage, and that really spiked following the COVID-19 pandemic. So if you remember, a lot of people retired during COVID, and basically they no longer wanted to work under certain conditions. They didn't want to get sick. They like working from home and can no longer work from home. Therefore, they retired or removed themselves from the workforce. And so what that meant was the wages required to bring people off the sidelines to work were higher. So if you look at the combination of there are not that many unemployed workers already in the workforce available for companies to hire, and then in order to entice people back into the workforce who have recently left, they would have to pay incredibly large wages, or at least larger than they used to. So given the uncertainty, given the lack of available workers, given how expensive it would be to bring people off the sideline, businesses are hesitant to lay off their current workers. But given their uncertainty, they're not going to be hiring a lot of additional workers. And then we get to the employee side. So at the same time, you could argue, okay, well, there's two sides to this because employees quit their jobs and eventually look for new jobs. That would create job openings. And that could force these companies to hire. Why isn't that happening? Well, employees right now are afraid to shake it up. They're also highly uncertain. So if you look here at the chart on the left, this is a series from the New York Fed. They surveyed people and asked the probability that they thought they would find a job within 3 months if they quit or if they were laid off. And this number is down to around 43%. As you can see, just a few years ago, this was in the mid 50s, getting close to 60%. So if you asked people, the mean number was 60% nearly of people thought that they could get a job within 3 months of quitting or being laid off. That number is all the way down to 43%. So right now, employees or consumers have completely lost faith in the job market. If you don't think that you can get another job very quickly, you are not going to quit the job you currently have. That's what we have seen at this same time over the last few years, a fall in the quits rate. So there are less jobs being opened up by people quitting. At the same time, companies are not hiring and companies are scared to lay people off. So this is the dynamic when you look at the company side versus the employee side of why you're not getting more hiring and you're not seeing that many layoffs. And then we get to the AI component. This is the last part of the video, and that is only adding fuel to the no hire, no fire job market. The uncertainty that we're talking about is just getting magnified by AI. So if you look at the chart on the left, it is true, companies are adopting AI. So artificial intelligence, according to a McKinsey survey, is being used by about 80% of companies today. Not surprising that that is up a huge amount over the last decade. However, the traditional thought that AI would immediately lead to job cuts, companies do not feel the same way as people assume. So from that same survey, we see that there are actually mixed signals on what AI's impact is going to be for individual companies' workforces. So almost 40% of this survey said there would be no change in the amount of workers that they had. That's not that interesting. But what is interesting to me, 31% did say decrease. However, nearly 20% of companies thought that AI adoption would actually increase the amount of workers that they had working for them. And then another 12%, which is a big number, so they actually weren't sure what the impact was going to be. So obviously that 12% could fall into any of the other three categories. But the point here is there's no consensus from these companies about what exactly is going to happen as their firms continue to adopt AI and AI becomes more and more ingrained into their day-to-day work structure. And so when you think about the uncertainty we're currently in, businesses are super uncertain, employees or consumers are super uncertain, and then you have this huge generational technology that is increasing the uncertainty that has just completely frozen and locked the labor market. Companies aren't going to be hiring a lot of people, but they're too afraid to start firing people. Employees don't have faith that they can quickly get a job because companies aren't hiring, and therefore they're unlikely to quit their current positions. And then so that's what leads us to this no hire, no fire job market. If you enjoyed this video, I highly encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll be here every single Monday bringing you an educational video. Comment if you have thoughts. I know we didn't hit every single reason for why this dynamic is taking place, so I would love to hear some of your thoughts as well. I'll see you here next week. Hope you guys have a great day.